Hello, my loves. Welcome to sixth period with Mr. Watson today. I'm your host, Miss Press. Just kidding. Obviously, I am not there today. No big deal, but I am gonna be really bummed I won't see you guys until Wednesday because I'm gonna be testing tomorrow. So keep an eye on your email for schedule updates for tomorrow. You will probably have a study hall, but everyone's grades in here are looking awesome. Just keep me posted on how I can support you in other classes. So, to recap that really quickly, Miss Press not here today. No big deal. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to do great with Mr. Watson. Um, Tomorrow, Tuesday, Miss Press testing. You all not testing. You're welcome. And we'll have a study hall. So, check your email for that. Okay, let's jump into some notes because I've already spent some of my time and I know it's going to cut me off and drive me crazy. So make sure you're on your notes. Here we go. It says we can find the slope. Oh, I want to answer the do now real quick. It sounds like a little time to me, and some of my goals include getting us ready for next year math. Okay, so we got a lot to cover. Let's get to it. We can find the slope of a line when the equation is in slope. Oh, this is slope intercept form. That's kind of small. So obviously the name slope-intercept form has slope in it. So that tells us that when we look at slope-intercept form, we can tell both the slope and the intercept. And that's going to look like this. I'm going to put it in a real big font. Y equals mx plus b. And I want to note that the m here, that is our slope. Okay, the m is our slope. And the reason that the m is going to be our slope is because it's the number that's going to be multiplied times y. So m is, multiplied times x. Oh, okay. Our m is our slope because it's multiplied times x. It's the rate at which y is changing for each x. Okay, so let's say these were switched around. If this instead said y equals b plus mx, m is still the slope, okay? M is still the slope. Just keep that in mind. All right, next up, to get an equation in slope-intercept form, we must isolate. And remember, we used the internet to help us define that word last time. We said it was to get or keep something alone. So we want to get the y alone. Notice in y equals mx plus b, the y is by itself. You're like, oh my god, miss, there's a bunch of other letters over here. But actually, if I draw the line down the equal sign, which is the dividing line of my equation, you notice y is kind of by itself over here. So that's our goal. Okay. So terms, meaning like another group like this or like this, terms besides the y term. So that's going to be x terms and our constants. By the way, Mr. Watson, as always, you can pause anytime that you need to as I'm going through here, okay? Should be turned into 0 by adding or subtracting. For example, I'm going to turn my font a tiny bit smaller here. 5x minus 5x is going to give us 0. 5x minus 5x equals to 0. Similarly, negative 3. If I want to get rid of a negative 3, I want to turn a negative 3 into 0, what do I have to do? I owe you $3, what do I have to do? I have to give you $3 if I owe you $3. So I need to add 3 to that. I do not know why that just turned into a completely different font. Okay, I need to add to that. So if we have a positive term, we can subtract it to make it 0. If we have a negative term, we can add it to make it 0. But we want to make those terms that are with the y 0 to get rid of them. However, if the y has a coefficient, for example, if I see negative 3y, the coefficient is negative 3. That should be turned into a 1 by dividing. So for example, negative 3 divided by negative 3 equals 1. And that is my time for this 5-minute video. You'll see all of the notes on the next slide, and I will see you in the practice.